Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Now we're going to talk about... Stick with me.
Pros.
Right, pros. Now we're going to talk about why you play Magic. So Oisin, and indeed Maria, why do you play Magic? Why do you spend inordinate amounts of money on pieces of cardboard?
I do spend a lot of money on pieces of cardboard.
We all do. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
But why?
So I misunderstood this question
When I sent it to you.
when you texted it to me, and I thought you meant why did you start playing Magic?
Okay.
And that's a question I've answered a ton of times. I hit the table. I'm sorry, James. That's a question I've answered a ton of times on the videos before. But it's I started playing when I was 8 because my dad used to play back in the 90s. And had no one to play with, so he taught his 8-year-old to play. And you'd think, I have told the story before, but it's like you'd think when you're teaching an 8-year-old to play Magic, you kind of go easy on them, let them learn the rules of the game first, play maybe not at your best. You know, I know you're saying always treat your opponent like they're going to beat you, but maybe not with an 8-year-old who's never played the game before. No, he jumped right in.
Hey man, I've seen some 8-year-olds out there.
Necropotence, strip mines, hypnotic specters, sinkholes, hymn to thorax. That was, and I had this like, oh, I could play some dragons, and it was a trial by fire.
It's hardened you though.
Yeah, I've become the Magic player you see before you.
So what? After that experience, what kept you coming back? Now you did take a break for a couple of years.
I took a break for quite a few years.
But why? Like when's the next time you're going to draft? Probably.
The next time I'm going to draft is probably tomorrow.
Why?
Why? Because I have to do a video.
We have to do a video. Okay.
But no, I know what you're saying. Why do I keep playing Magic? Why? It's. I mean, part of it is it's just my hobby.
You've chosen this.
It is my hobby of choice, you know, and that doesn't really answer the question. But like, why do I spend so much time and money on it? It's because I don't spend that much time or money on like archery, or
the classic hobby
baking,
archery,
or
spelunking.
I do archery.
Do you?
There you go.
That's really cool.
Yes.
But like that Magic is kind of the thing I've chosen to be the what I like to do in my free time. And that's why I don't feel too bad spending lots of time and money on it.
Right.
The reason I've kind of chosen it as my thing to do in my spare time is partially because it's something I'm good at and I enjoy doing things I'm good at. I'm reasonably good at it. It's something there's a huge community around it, which I really enjoy.
There's a sense
like
of,
if you're like this, there's millions of these podcasts. I haven't counted, but there's probably millions of these podcasts of just people sitting down and talking about Magic. And it's that deep a game that you can fill hours and hours and hours. I sit down with you, I sit down with Maria. You know, I sit down with any of my friends who play Magic, and we're never short of something to talk about. Sure. So like you can spend a lot more time talking about Magic, reading about Magic, watching podcasts or videos about Magic.
I definitely spend more time talking about Magic than I do playing Magic.
Exactly, and it's that kind of thing. It's really good at like community. And like there's always something to talk about, always something to think about, always something to try.
It's deep enough that you can all have separate vested interests, but still have something to talk about together.
Exactly. And on top of that, it's just a lot of fun to play the game as well.
So that's like a very nice, very human-focused, very friendly reason to play Magic.
Yeah.
I like to play Magic because it makes me feel good about myself.
Okay.
I attach massive amounts of my self-worth to playing
Oh no,
Magic.
that's dangerous.
It's dangerous. I wrote an article about it. I feel like when I play Magic, if I make enough correct decisions in a row, I get to win.
We just talked about how that's not true.
Sometimes that doesn't pan out. And I understand that sometimes that doesn't pan out. But it is the kind of game.
The correct decisions give you the best chance to win.
Yeah, exactly. But it is complex enough. It's more varied and random than chess.
Yeah.
But it's more complex than rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
That's the thing for me. And like, I don't really care. Like Ben Stark once, like I remember him saying, he once said that if Magic cards didn't have art and they were just pieces of paper with numbers on them, he played the exact same amount of Magic. And that's how I feel about it too.
Okay, you don't like going
like it's fine.
Big dragon that has a cool thing that's related to it being a dragon.
Like it's like sometimes like you know 100-handed one is like a fun little piece of design, but like I'm like cool. I'm not like that's not why I play.
How good is this in limited?
I'm like cool. Yeah. Can I block like 4 things with that if it has 3 toughness and then I do that? Like that's how my brain works.
Okay.
I play but I do enjoy the community and like you know you and I are much better friends because of Magic.
Yep.
We never would have spoken to Maria if not for Magic. Yep. I never would have spoken to Graham or the professor or any of that kind of stuff. But that's not why I play. That is, you know, it's a fun bonus.
Okay.
But why I play is because I enjoy the raw, cold, harsh like Soviet mechanics of the game.
The numbers
you know?
game. Okay.
That's
your reason to keep playing.
Yeah, and now admittedly in our videos I'm become kind of the goofier one.
I don't know about that.
I'm the one who's... in one of our recent videos, I messaged our opponent on Magic Online, asked them what their favorite Spy Kids movie was.
You did, yeah.
And they didn't respond, and I got a little upset. And you were like, can we please just play the game? Can we please just play the game?
Yeah.
So I like to have fun, but when I'm playing by myself, I'm like, no smiles. Here we go. We're doing this. We're going to win. We're going to have a fun time. Blah, blah, blah.
To crush
but
your enemies.
The
to
fun,
see them driven before you.
Exactly.
To
To
hear
the lamentations of their women. Yeah, but I want to grind my opponents into dust.
Yes, okay.
I don't want to have a good time.
Right. On that happy note, Maria.
What about you?
Why do you play Magic?
I feel like she's going to lean more to your
More
end of the
towards my
spectrum.
There's a spectrum here.
Because I like to see the world burn.
just like crushing people and spirit and joy, and it's all mine.
Right.
What about you?
What about you?
No, I think what I do to make myself feel good about myself is I do improv comedy, and I think that is my
That's also dangerous.
self-esteem boost. Yeah, it is, because sometimes it fails miserably, but that's also part of the fun, because you never know if the show is going to be great or not, and hopefully if you practice enough and work on your craft, it'll be good more often than not. But the reason I play... Yeah, the reason I play is because I really like games, and I've always really liked games growing up. A huge nerd, and the thing is, Magic is the greatest game that's ever been created. I think that's just a fact, and I would be willing to argue with anybody who thinks that it's not,
We're
and I think I would win.
size.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we are. But I grew up playing a lot of games, and recently, so I haven't been playing Magic that long, about 3.5 years. Before I started playing Magic, I was playing other deck builders like Dominion or whatever. And the thing is, once you figure out Dominion, when you're like, oh wait, having a lot of gold is really good, and I should just have a lot of money in this game, and then I'll probably win. And like there, you've cracked the game, basically. The thing is, with Magic, you can never solve it. It will never be solved, because there's going to be new sets printed all the time, which... Yep, the change. You don't know what's coming. Like, Shadows over Innistrad's going to be published, and I have absolutely no idea what the cards are going to be like in that. What's the draft format going to be like in that? Nobody knows. I love seeing new cards printed. I love trying to figure out a format. It's like a puzzle for me. And if I can't figure out the puzzle, this time around, well, maybe next time a new set is released, I'll be able to crack that puzzle. So it's like a continual cycle of just trying to figure things out and being surprised by what Wizards does and the change in the game. And I think that's what keeps a lot of people coming back. And it's really an ingenious strategy on Wizards' part. And, besides the fact that the community is great, I will echo that point. And I've met so many amazing people that I just straight out would never have met. And so many opportunities have come my way too because of the game that I would have never had in my life if I had never started playing. So all that together is why I play and why I continue to play and why I would promote the game to anybody that I know that's even remotely interested in games of any sort.
No, I absolutely agree with you. It's interesting because there have been games I've played, like video games and that kind of thing, that like at the time I was playing them, I might have enjoyed more than an individual game of Magic, but they'll never hold my interest for as long as Magic will,
And the thing is, say Netrunner comes out or whatever, and Netrunner sucks. Say it does.
Netrunner is out.
Yeah, but say a game comes out and the game sucks.
Okay.
That game sucks forever. Say Shadows of Innistrad comes out and it sucks, you can just wait.
Yeah,
you can just wait for the next one.
Cards.
Yep.
Okay. You can just wait for the next one.
Yep.
The reason we're sometimes giggling is because this shouldn't come across in the video, but sometimes it sounds like you're falling through a rift in space-time and like your audio slows down a little just because of the internet. So if I'm ever looking at you and I'm like, that's why. Okay. It's not like...
Okay, don't worry. My audio will be good over on this end.
That's fine. But I do play up the whole kind of ruthless, Genghis Khan approach to Magic a little. Yeah. But I do enjoy it and I do have fun and I made a lot of good friends over it. And it is, I play most of my Magic on Magic Online. And it's not because I'm an antisocial person or anything like that. I just like being able to play Magic without having to put pants on. That is great. That is great for me.
You should play Magic with my friends. It's exactly the same.
It's the same thing. But like, there is a certain charm to sitting across the table from someone and being like, hey, let's have a good time. And when I play in paper, I have a much more relaxed approach. Yeah. Now, I'm not strung up. I'm not thinking like I gotta win, and if I don't win, what am I gonna do? But I feel like you have to play to win, because otherwise, why are you playing?
No, agreed. You play to win, but you also Like you're
If it's not
friendly
fun,
to
you
your
don't play
opponent.
them. Yeah, no, I'm very friendly.
You are very friendly. You
Thank
asked
you.
about Spy Kids, and what was the last one? There was another one. There was something else you stupid you were asking.
What's your favorite Spy Kids movie?
Well, that's
You ask that like I've seen a Spy Kids movie.
I
to
haven't
begin
either.
with.
That's the charm of the joke.
Okay. It just came up one time.
Speaking of movies,
Speaking
look at
of
that
movies.
segue. Professional.
Hard cut.
Hard cut.